Okay, welcome back to Ghost Trick. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Oh, that's right. Oh, but they lied, didn't they? They don't really have his daughter. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took so long? Took you so long? Oops. Oh god. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Jeez. Gosh, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. This is abusive. Oh, it's beautiful. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes. Always keep a smile on the lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. Why do they look related? Or do all evil people look like this? I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until your turn. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Who's in there? Alright, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. Are you... Oh. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. Are you sure? And something else is bothering me, too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Have we? Is there... I can swing from this? Ooh. Oh, am I in control of the physics? I don't know about that. Okay. Whatever that means. Let's see what he has to say. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. I don't know what... Okay... I can't go anywhere on the phone, right? Do any of these other stars do anything? Can the candle do anything? Burn brighter? Oh. Fire! Oh. Oh. Gotta swing. Oh. Oh. I don't know. Oh, I can... Let me go back into this decoration. Okay. Oh, what is this? Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Fire? Ooh. Just my imagination. Oh, what's he saying? Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Bean. This is really pretty. Can I move the ball? Move? This is one of those things you can light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's a light in the room, something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Rock. Can't do anything with this, right? How would I light this? Ooh, cake. Fire! What is that? How do I get up again? Oh, go up the shade. Oh, good timing. Go up here. Spin? I thought that would light it on fire. Oh, here. There we go. Okay. Oh, jeez. This is dangerous. Okay, good. And then, how am I gonna light this? Oh, just, spin the thingy? And it should raise the ribbon up, right? And, probably light it? Although, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Oh, it's burning the rope. Clunk. Reminds me of a scary movie when it's like, oh, it's just the wind. Open? Oh, you really? Oh, that's not the daughter. What in the? What's going on here? This little lady is... Yeah. What happened to the dog? Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? No, wasn't it the little girl with the fanfic lady? At least she's comfortable. Just my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat her guest well. Oh, that's kind. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady? More juice, perhaps? All we have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. What? This house is... where I used to live. What? What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy, forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal, who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. He's actually really sweet. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? So, she lived here a few years ago. I'm sure more will be revealed. Oh, what in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she died? She must have died sometime after that, but then who helped her? And it also means somebody else must have saved her. Unless it's like... They don't necessarily need to be like me to save her, right? Maybe she... was like resuscitated or something? Oops. Talk. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile, I'm Sissel. Oh, am I... That's how I pronounced his name at first. It's Sissel? But... I guess that's how it's... and then I started saying Cecil. But I guess it is Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. You don't remember me? Camilla. So it is her, I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, say? I wonder who. Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy, huh? Uh-huh. Kidnapping. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. And I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. Park? What park? Thames 6 Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. It's like Welcome to Nightville. Thames 6 Park, eh? What am I going to do? Who's going to be mad? She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box? The music box is in the park. That's right, the music box. About Camila. Oh, okay, let's talk about the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. Wasn't it on the tree? You know. You don't have to humor me. Oh, oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park, just before it happened. Just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park? I'd better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep, this is where I lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Oh, she thought I was the dog? Okay, so it is I don't know. Okay, Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know? She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad. He's going to die, and it's all because of me. Well, what? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is Jowd, a detective. Wait, no way, don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd? That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago? That murder case. Oh, okay. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom with murder. I set up that contraption. Okay. They left here because she died here, right? Oh! I remember. You killed your mom doing this? That can't be right. Yeah, I remember they were recreating it back at the police station, right? I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. Oh, I know that contraption. I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. Why is the gun, like, loaded and real? My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. Was the gun replaced with like a real gun or something? And it was actually I don't know. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. I wanted to tell everybody. It was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is so unbelievably tragic. This is really dark. I can't believe it. That little lady is Detective Zhao's daughter? It's... okay. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy. You're not gonna talk to me anymore? You sissy. I think we better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. You little murderer. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. Who? If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal? Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. I can always tell when it's raining. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. You don't have the guts, lady. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. Oh god. Break your neck. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. That little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing that stands out in my mind, I can sense your presence. With some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? I wonder who the other power user is. That was the end of the chapter? That was so fast. I wonder if I have time for the next one. Maybe I'll just try it. Okay, I'll save. And let's just keep going. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Zhao's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. Are they dead again? The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old justice minister? I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Yeah, he's self-deprecating enough for all of us. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. That poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Oh yeah, he died, so he can hear us. Okay. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. Because she's, like, balls deep in, like, 50 Shades of Grey. She won't. It's complicated. Are you divorcing, like, Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas? Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. Won't you? Well... And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? I guess that's true. Woo-wee! That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Is it Mr. Poopy Butthole? Oh. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella? Is he the villain? I don't know. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. Wow, he's flexible. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. He brought him here? What? Detective Chowd? Detective Chowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know you're innocent. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. The beautiful love between a teacher and a student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time! This guy won't talk to me, will he? My poor Amelie, is she alright? She's fine. Actually, the girl who kidnapped was a girl named Camilla. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute, Amelie? Could that be the Amelie that's next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me, my wife. It's complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. Oh yeah, okay. They're separated? I forgot. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart. What with him being so busy. I bet you're right. Yeah, Joe Jonas, you're always on tour. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. Cancel. Oh, there we go. Can I talk to her again? Just, for funsies? According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Oh, maybe that's why they're not answering. Those horrible kidnappers, they are lying in wait for her. But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Oh. And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead. apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Alright, you asked her to bring the music box. It is your fault. Camilla. Oh. I cannot reach. How do I get over to him? I guess I just need to talk. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... Okay, now I can talk to him. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her more new suffering. Yeah. It's kinda selfish in a way. The only person whose pain this execution is going to ease is yourself, right? Yeah. Is it true, what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first. There has to be some sort of twist. Like, I don't know. Someone replaced that gun with a real gun or something? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? I can't talk. Impossible move? I want to hear what the impossible move was. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She's a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I had on display for years. So it wasn't part of that little lady's design. Yeah. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of the Cupid. Cupid? What are you talking about? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning it around. Oh, to light the cake. Oh, yeah, okay. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. Is that guy in the basement the mastermind behind it? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. What did you do? What did your tampering ass do? What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. Was it missing from the scene? Okay. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But there's one thing for certain. That gun was still smoking. Like the mask. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. You mean Cabanella? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. Sorry, I had to sneeze. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Powers of the dead. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Yeah, I read this before in last chapter. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. So maybe their mastermind has those powers? This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the one who thought it was. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd, there's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Are we done? Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Isn't it only midnight? We still have a lot of time. Time to solve that case that started 5 years ago. I wonder if we can go back in time and stop them. I don't know. I was gonna say stop the murder, but like, I don't know if we. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Ah. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where's that music box now? In Tempsic Park. Camilla left it there. Do they hear this? That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say easy enough for you to say. Yeah, I'm doing all the work here. All you do is run around in a short skirt and die. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. We don't owe you anything. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off and die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you, with a special seat just for you, baby. And then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. Can we convince you to help us? Like, I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? No. Oh, God. He's gonna have another heart attack. The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its reinforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Boys. Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Is he letting you go? Let me talk to him. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance of his daughter is the one who is kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. We can't prove it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family member problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, detective. For the past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but will you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop this execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? I don't... I'm pressing, you know... There you go. Here, right? Lady Red. Just as I thought. She's still there? The little girl is safe in her bed. Are you sure? Can you check on her? Okay. She looks really different from Camilla. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jout's heart. Lit a fire in Jout's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. Am I the boss of those two? Did I kill the wife? Because in my head, I was thinking like, oh, there's some other person. But what if it was me, like all along? That'd be effed up. Anyway, I'll end that here. And we'll get back to this next time. Alright. Thanks for watching. Bye.